been a Stanley Holloway fan for many years, and I'd like to introduce him now with Albert and the Lion, Mr. Peter Wharton.
There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell. He had a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. They didn't think much of the ocean. The waves were all fiddling and small, and there was no wrecks, and nobody drowned. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So, seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where there'd lions and tigers and camels and old ale and sandwiches too. There was one great big lion called Wallace, and his nose was all covered with scars, and he lay in a somnolent posture with the side of his head on the bars. Now Albert had heard about lions, how they was ferocious and wild, and to see Wallace lying so peaceful, that didn't seem right to the child. So straightway that brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with the horse's head handle and pushed it in Wallace's ear. You could see that the lion didn't like it, for giving a kind of a roll. He pulled Albert inside the cage with him and swallowed the little lad whole. Then Pa, who had seen the occurrence and didn't know quite what to do next, said, "Mother, yon lion's ate Albert." And she said, "Well, I am vexed." Then Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly when all said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it and said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure that it's your lad he's eaten?" Pa said, "Am I sure? There's his cap." The manager had to be sent for. He came and he says, "What's to do?" And Pa says, "Your lion's ate Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too." Then Mother said, "Right's right, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for a lion to go and eat Albert, and after we'd paid to come in." Well, the manager wanted no trouble. He pulled out his purse right away, saying, "How much to settle the matter?" And Pa said, "How much do you usually pay?" But Mother had turned a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone, saying, "No, somebody's got to be summoned." So that was decided upon. Then off they went to the police station in front of that magistrate chap. They told him what happened to Albert and proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one seemed really to blame, and he said that he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At that, Mother got proper blazing, and "Thank you, sir, kindly," said she. "What waste all our lives raising children to feed bloody lions? Not me."